What's up, congratulators? It's Xavier Garcia again. Welcome to the Ultimate Psychology channel if it's your first time. Creating awesome videos to cure all your life. So as you've seen on the thumbnail, the title, it's about winning in love and marriage. And what does that even mean? Well, let me tell you what it's not. It's not about arguing with your partner and winning every debate, winning every argument. It's not about trying to be better than other couples, but it's about you two coming together, formulating a plan, strategizing, have your philosophy, your psychology for life, that you guys can come together and win in life together as a couple, going from glory to glory and falling deeper in love every single time. Now, what are some of the secrets? What are the ingredients to this love potion? Right? Well, it takes a compelling future. And men, usually I put this on your shoulders and place the burden on you, but we need to have a vision for our wife. We need to have a vision for our life together and take the leadership role, just like in a dance. We lead in a dance, we take the lead. And so I'm asking you to step up and create the vision for your life. And now, as we all know, anything that we give women, they make it better. So you gotta start off with something. You gotta initiate an idea, and then from there you guys co-create and collaborate the best possible outcome. So creating a compelling future. Also, you're gonna have plenty of challenges in life, right? As you set out on these goals, these visions, these things that you want to go into, you're gonna have challenges. There's gonna be lots of conflict, whether it's internally amongst yourselves because we have personality conflicts, or values conflicts. And the more time we spend with each other and going through this process, we're gonna refine how we work together. We're gonna coalesce so that we become an unstoppable team. In the beginning, it might be rocky, and it might be rocky for a long time if you guys don't realize that this is part of the process. So enjoy it, because you're going through this to make a better version of yourselves as a couple. Awesome. All right, so so now you guys have a compelling future. You know what you want to do, and it's also creating another tip or secret to this love potion, the secret ingredient that allows for a loving, energetic, passionate, vibrant, energizing relationship. It's having an identity. And who are we as a couple? Who do we want to be as a couple? And if you want to grow in your love and grow in your romance and go deeper in love, then you have to do challenging things. But that also means that you have to have a new and higher and inspiring identity for yourselves. Does this mean that our identity is couch potatoes? If it is, your experience for growth and passion in life is going to be limited. But if you start thinking, an identity like, we're a dynamic duo, that we're lovers for life, that we're the relationship champions of the world, then you're going to grow into that identity, and you're going to grow and experience new heights for your love and what's possible for the passion and excitement in your life and in your marriage, your relationship. And of course, it's important to have role models and mentors, role models to inspire you, of course, people to look up to, knowing that people have been through it before, having the mentors that they've been through it as well, but having them close by. A mentor is someone who's kind of closer by, because see, relationships are the most important thing in the world. We have our relationships, our health, our finances, but it's about relationships, right? And we become who we hang out with the most. So it's vitally important to surround yourself with other great couples. So that way, on the day-to-day, they can hold you accountable. You can have accountability with them. They can be your accountability partners so that your relationship can continue to be strengthened as it goes through rocky times.
Go.
So that during tough, difficult transitions, that they're there, that you can have feedback of and bounce ideas off of as you go through this journey, this romantic journey together. And of course, you're gonna need tons of forgiveness, tons of grace for each other, because each individual is coming into the relationship with their own baggage. We try to put all that baggage behind us on our wedding day, but unfortunately, if that's not for you, that you're not able to come into the marriage with a pure conscience and cutting your losses and leaving your past in your past, sometimes we just bring that material into the relationship. So we have to allow our partner to grow as an individual through their own personal stuff, and so we have tolerance for them until they can get to the point. And of course, along the way, they're contributing, because you wouldn't have married them otherwise. They have something to offer. It's helping them, keeping them juiced and primed and pumped, so that they can continue, loving with freedom, continuing to pour into the relationship as you do. Because the more we put in together, the whole is greater than the sum parts. When she adds 2 and I add 2, it's more than 4. It's 5 plus. So giving your spouse, your partner, the grace to learn and grow and evolve, and having tolerance for them in the process, and of course asking that in return, because of course nobody's perfect, and we need the grace for ourselves to grow as well. When your partner sees you as their greatest investment, because we're all we got. If you promise and you vowed before the Creator that this is your one soulmate, your one person, your life partner that you're gonna commit to and cherish for the rest of your life and all the rest of your days, then you need to realize that since people, again, going back to the statement of you become who you're like most of the time, and that the person who's around you has the greatest influence on you, you want to take care of them. That you got to water them and feed them so that they can flourish and also be a reflection back onto yourself, so that you can have more happiness, selfishly or perfectly selfishly and in a personal way. But the better you are, the better she is, the better she is, the better you are. It's just, it's a winning game.
Go.
So this is the fun thing. Again, when your cup overflows, together we just become a better team. So I'm gonna transition to, because if we want to create and generate the romance in our lives so that our cups are overflowing and we're just feeling all the oozing and all the love of everything and all of it all, we gotta try new experiences. We gotta go to new places and have something exhilarating. Because if we stay stuck rigid in our own little boxes and we don't expand ourselves, then like the current of love that's flowing through your relationship is not going to be at full capacity. So we have to do new and challenging things, just like we would do in life. We want to continue to grow and push the envelope in our personal lives, in our careers, and of course, most importantly, in our relationships. So try new things with your partner. Also, this builds up like mirror neurons. It's like that my memory or my impression of my wife is something that it's new and exciting, that obviously we can have comfortable times, Netflix and chill and just chill, and that's one way that I see her. And then I also see her as this fun, wild, crazy, beautiful woman who's doing, cliff diving into rivers. And so having those experiences and getting to see your partner and your lover in new ways just adds to the relationship. So try some new experiences, whether it be in food and dining or out and hiking or different parts of the world on the planet. Now we're here in Puerto Vallarta. It's the first experience for the both of us, so we're just both on cloud 9 and just thrilled, right? And so that's a beautiful thing. And also a quick tip here is also when you're arguing, and maybe if you're arguing and you're feeling super angry, try not to look too much. I try not to look in her face, because I don't want her to see me that way. I don't want her to remember me with the angry face. So I always, if I do argue, I have to be conscious of that and not look at her, so that I don't want her seeing the face of the devil. I want her to always see me as a source of love and strength and positivity. So that was a cool quick tip there. I'm gonna transition now, and they say don't eat where you squat, and so the expression is don't date your coworkers. But this is exactly kind of what a marriage is. You get to date your coworker, but you're not working on a project that's benefiting the boss, that's making him rich. You're not working on a business project. You're working on a marriage project that pays you guys back tenfold, because you're investing in yourselves. You're investing in your relationship, whether it's how to make a monthly budget, whether it's the next vacation, what we're going to do, how we're going to clean the house together, keep it clean, what we're going to do week in and week out in day-to-day activities. So this is super important. You get to date your spouse, but at the same time, it can be sexy and romantic and fun. So take that tip and take it to the bank. Last tip here, in this process of life, have faith during the challenging times, because there are going to be challenging times. The more times you get through them, you realize you can reflect, hey, we've done this before, we can do it again. And it's just a matter of time that, we can strengthen our bonds so much that something could go wrong. You guys have the faith to get through those things, that you combine your collective thoughts, and you work together as a team to be constructive and get through those things, and you'll see them through and get back to love. Get back into love right away, as soon as possible, because life is short and we deserve to be in a state of love. So be strong, keep your head high, put love first, and of course always love is freedom. Thank you for watching. Xavier Garcia. Peace.